Today, they came for the two Stephens, Stephen Chauvera and Dr. Stephen McInerney, because they sensed something. Something's changing. There's a shift underway, and now they're trying to shut it down before it grows, which is what they do. Because for years now, conservatives were scattered, polite, obedient, terrified of being called names, but not anymore. The March for Australia, the murder of Charlie Kirk, the lies finally pushed too far. Aussies are waking up, and the Sydney Morning Herald's hit pieces are proof that we are over the target and dropping bombs. And here's the real truth. We will never walk back. We've gone too far now. This isn't going to stop. Because I support an Australia built on Anglo-Celtic foundations. Not because of skin colour, not because of nostalgia, but because it's the truth of our nation. The truth of our laws, the truth of our language, our institutions, the truth of the men and women who carved a nation from nothing. Who brought order, justice, faith, and freedom to a vast and brutal land. That culture, our culture, didn't just arrive, it was forged in the trenches, in the farms, on job sites, in churches, in surf clubs, in bar fights and backyards. That's our Australian story. That's my story. And I won't pretend that didn't happen just to satisfy someone else's fucking grievance industry. We're done with that shit. Now let me be clear. Yes, Aboriginal people existed here long before 1788. That's not in question. Nobody is doubting that. But I tell you what is in question. And what we're no longer afraid to say is how that history is now being rewritten, weaponised, and sold back to us by a government that lies about everything. Everything. They lie about everything. And suddenly, they're truth tellers. Come on, give me a break, please. When you fabricate sacred sites to block building projects, and when you invent ancient knowledge to push climate narratives, well, who can blame us for not believing it? When you claim unbroken lineage and connection to country, then apply for grants and funding and as well as legal immunity for solar projects and all sorts of renewable schemes, my alarm bells go off. So forgive me for not bowing at the altar of acknowledgement. I don't believe in magic dirt, and I don't believe in activist archaeology either. None of us do. We're gone. We're done with that shit. This country works best when it's one people under one law with a shared story, and that's our Australian story. That story has an Anglo-Celtic spine and a uniquely Australian soul, forged through hardship, mateship, and hard-earned freedom. Hard-earned freedom. Don't take this for granted. That's the culture that I fight for. That's the heritage that I protect. And if that makes me a problem for the political class, well, fuck it, so be it. Because the tide has turned. You can feel it. The shift has begun. And we're not asking permission anymore. Giddy up, Australia.